Boy, that is nasty. What's up? Welcome back to Jordan's Guitar Channel. I'm your host, Jordan. If it's your first time coming out, I'm a little crazy. I'm going to tell you the unfiltered, honest, and raw truth about guitar gear. I'm not going to hold back. So today we are talking about the Friedman Be412. And you're wondering why you got it set up like this? It just made sense to me at the time. So, signal chain today, we are running my 2011 ESP standard with EMG James Hetfield in the bridge and neck. We are running through the almighty Engel Fireball 100 into the Friedman Be412, mic'd up with a Shure SM57 to the Celestian Greenback. That's right, I said Greenback for metal. What, are you crazy? Yes, a little bit. Doctor said so. So let's get right into it, dude. Friedman Be412. Now, I don't see a lot of this cabinet on YouTube, especially not for metal. Now, there's one or two guys out there that are doing it. Not really hearing any brutal, like, type of metal, so we're gonna do that today. So I am tuned down to C sharp with this guitar, running through, like I said, the Engel, and we're running a Tempest by Fortin overdrive in front just to give it that bark and that growl. So let's talk about the cabinet, man. So you look at the size comparison to the Mesa and it looks so small. But you got to keep in mind there are pretty large casters on the bottom of this Mesa cab. They're little tiny feet, little tiny cute feet on the bottom of this Friedman. Now, it is a solid Baltic birch construction, 30 by 30 by 14, 16 ohm mono output cabinet. Now up top we have two Celestian Greenbacks. On the bottom we have two Celestian Vintage 30s. And as you can see, look at the thickness of this cab. Look at the thickness of the Friedman. This thing ain't no punk, dude. It weighs 86 pounds, this little thing. And it feels a lot heavier than that, dude. It actually feels as heavy as the Mesa. It is well built, overbuilt, solid, ready for the road, whatever you want to throw at it. Now, why did you get a Friedman, Jordan? Well, I love Celestian Vintage 30s. As you can tell, the majority of my videos have all been through this Mesa cab, which I'm not getting rid of. But I wanted something different. And I love the EVH 5150 EO34. And it's sort of a hot-rodded Marshall-esque type of flavor. Friedman stuff seems to be that same way. Now, I was a Marshall guy for a lot of years, and I wanted a Marshall cab, but I was not going to pay for a Marshall cab, dude. Those things are ridiculously expensive. So I found the Friedman, and the other thing that bothered me too is every cab designed for metal all had vintage 30s. It was all just like the same thing in different cabs. Now, I'm sure they all sound different, but this cab actually sounds different because of the mixture of speakers. And what I like about it so much, the vintage 30s and the Greenbacks play off each other so well, and the Greenbacks actually kind of tame the vintage 30s. So you get this kind of warmness and creaminess against that cutting edge whatever. And this cabinet has a ton of mid and bass low end out of the cabinet. Let me demonstrate. Yeah, this thing has a lot of low end to it, dude. So normally when I'm running this Engel, I've got the bass cranked up with the bottom switch in, which we'll go through here in a second, so that way you guys can hear just how much low end this thing is capable of. So I've got the bass at noon, and I've got the mid at 1 o'clock. Now normally guys who have played this Engel will know that you normally need to crank that mid up quite a bit to get this type of sound. Not with this cabinet, because it produces so much mid and so much low end. So let's play with the low end a little bit. I'm gonna hit the bottom switch on this angle, which adds a ton of low end. So let's hear it with, without. That's a lot of low end. Let's add the low end. Let's hear without. So yeah, obviously you can hear that. And you can hear the mids, so I can cut out the mids a little bit. And you can hear, even with the mids cut out, it's a lot of mids. It cuts through. But we're gonna crank it back up to about 1 o'clock. That's where I like it, because you get a nice cutting thrash modern type of tone to it. Something else that I really love about this cabinet is sometimes certain pickups, certain settings through the vintage 30s by themselves are just going to be a little bit too harsh on the high end and sometimes brittle. This thing is a thick boy, dude. I just said thick boy. I don't even know what that means. But everything coming through this cab is super thick. No type of thinness or fading out any. It's just super fat and warm and luscious, dude. It really is like a Marshall cab on steroids, man. So let me do a little bit of kind of rhythm and lead playing, and that way you guys can hear exactly what I'm talking about. This cabinet is just so well balanced. It just takes anything you want to throw at it and just sounds amazing. And I was surprised that it's so good for metal. Like, this is one of the best metal cabs I've ever played through. And I know there's going to be a few Engel purists like, you should have got an Engel XXL Pro. I wanted to, dude. I still want an Engel XXL Pro. Hopefully Engel will send me one like they're sending out other guys. But I'm just a little baby fish in the YouTube pond. So I found this at a great price. I just fell in love with it. It's taken me a while to put out the review on it. I appreciate you subscribers and people will keep asking. Here is the initial review. I'm going to do another review of this thing through the EVH with a Les Paul and kind of show you how versatile this cabinet is. Don't worry, that's coming soon. Things have just been going completely crazy. I lost my voice for a week. That's why I put out that Engel video with no talking. Exciting stuff coming this week. I've got confirmation from some companies. Some cool new stuff is coming to the channel. Some exciting stuff. I tried to make a video about some of the stuff that's happened to me. For whatever reason, YouTube wouldn't let me upload. I tried 5 times to upload the same video. would not let me do it. So I don't know what's going on. You got any comments or you have any idea what's happening with YouTube, please comment down below and keep me updated, because they're not telling me a damn thing. They don't like it when people like me start telling the truth. So if you like what I'm doing out here, if you want to see some cool new updates through past videos, cool new gear, hit that subscribe button. It's free. It helps me to grow this channel, get more new gear, and bring the honest truth about gear to you guys and like 5 girls that watch the channel. So any comments, hit me down below. Your boy's always going to respond to you. And as always, guys, much metal, much love, and much peace. Later, y'all.